What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Box Score Breaks Down. I'm your host, Tim Woodson, bringing you another banger sports ethos presentation presented by FanDuel. We are finally done with the trade deadline. We're going to see a bunch of wackiness today. Of course, it's post trade deadline. You're going to see a bunch of stuff, but there's still a lot of action to go over for the games today. Let's go ahead and get started. First game of the day. The Boston Celtics somehow come back from down 22 to beat the Miami Heat 98-96. That's a tough loss, man. It's got to suck. I don't know, man. Spo and Miami, they're just going through it. I have no words. We'll go ahead and check on the starters. Looks like Andrew Wiggins returned. He had 26 and 6 with 2 steals, 5 triples. Great shooting from the field. 1 and 2 from the free throw line. Cool. Solid. It's only 2 free throws, so who cares? But that's a good line overall. I like that. Bam at 16 and 7 with an assist and a steal, 2 triples. Bad shooting night, 38% on 13 shots, and honestly, not a good free throw night. You're 4 of 6 from the free throw stripe. It He's just kind of there. At some point, he like kicked up his play, but I think it's kind of been an underwhelming year for Bam overall. Norm Powell had 24, 3 and 4 with 4 steals. I like that. Big 3-pointers, 3 3-pointers there. Hot shooting, 60% from the field, 3 from the free throw line. That is Norman Powell, man. And honestly, it panned out. I think you can say that that pick panned out very well because Tyler Hero is just like, I mean, where is he? Unfortunately. David Mitchell doing his assist thing. Gave you some points here, though. 13 and 6 assists, 1 block, 2 triples. I like the triples. He usually doesn't shoot those. 45 from the field and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. It's a solid game from him. He had 11, 7 to 7 with the triple from Jaime Jaquez. Good stuff there. And sorry, I always check on Kelaware more so because I want Kelaware to succeed too. But he had 2 points and 5 rebounds with the steal on 5 shots, by the way. And he played 9 minutes. I think it's safe to say if you want to move on, it's time to move on. It'd be a good time to do that. We'll go ahead and check on what happened over here on the Boston side, just so you guys know too. Paul Larson got injured and did not return. He had 5 rebounds and 3 assists in his 11 minutes. We'll keep an eye on that. He'd been balling. I know he'd probably been rostered in some 12-team league. So if you just kind of want to hold, I would hope it's not a bad injury. Go ahead and check on the Celtics, see what happened over here. They've been staggering the guards because they really just have Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. So Peyton Pritchard is probably going to come off the bench rest of season. Do not worry. Bro's getting a ton of minutes. We can start with him. 24 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 triples, 53 from the field on 15 shots, and 4 4 from the free throw line. Banger game. He's good. He's going to be hooping. Honestly, I think it's going to help him too because he's going to be going against second units and he's going to rip them apart. And then he usually closes the game. We had a debut. Nikola Vucevic, he did play, and we got the minute splits. And this is what I thought the minute splits would be. Neemias Queta, by the way, had 2 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist. He took 2 shots only in 21 minutes, about 22 to be exact. And Nikola Vucevic got most of the minutes. He got 28, just about. That's what I thought the minutes was going to be, like a 28-20 type thing. Pretty close. That means they probably staggered the minutes together at some point. But Vooch had 11 and 12 before with 2 steals, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. Not what you're going to get. He's going to get that low-range double-double, throw you a couple dimes. Maybe you'll get some defensive stats because sometimes he just randomly falls in the block. Either way, he should be rostered, but he's probably be like more like a top 60, top 70 guy instead of a top 40 guy that he was rolling at. Should still be rostered. Fortunately for Neemias Queta, this kind of sucks, man. I mean, I like the boards here, but unless he's bringing in defensive stats or he tries to find a way to make that game better, it's going to be hard to roster him in 12-team leagues, which sucks, man, because he's been doing pretty well all season. You can maybe hold for a couple more contests if you just kind of want to see how it pans out, but it's not looking good. Derek White had 21, 3 and 5 with the steal, 4 blocks, of course, because he's the best blocking guard in the NBA. 4 triples, 6 to 20 from the field, 5 5 from the free throw line. Just can't shoot, but he does everything else, and he doesn't turn over the ball. 0 turnovers, by the way. Crazy. Jaylen Brown, 29, 7 and 2. 1 block, 1 triple, 44 from the field. Crazy bad shooting night at the free throw line, 6 of 10. Either way, big numbers. He's still doing what he can on the court. And they're running Luka Garza out that power forward slot, and one of them, or because I think Sam Hauser more considered to be more of a small forward. He had 2 points and 3 rebounds. We're not rostering Luka Garza. And Sam Hauser had 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal on the block in his 35 minutes. Oops, the shooting has gone cold. It was going to happen eventually. You can roster him, but if he's not shooting hot, man, you don't have to hold this guy. Although they needed shooting technically. So if you wanted to hold him, I understand too. They literally need his shooting in the lineup. Good stuff for those guys. That's a rough loss for the Heat. Hopefully they'll figure out and keep pushing forward to get better after this game. Next game of the day. The Detroit. Oh, man, this is real barbecue chicken. Whoa, this is really bad. Detroit Pistons beat New York Knicks 118-80. What? Yo, that's terrible. There's no Cat. There was no OG Anunoby, as they're both out. Jose Alvarado is not with the team just yet. He may be available for the next one. And they lost Josh Hart. He got hurt. He played 25 minutes. He had 5 points and 6 rebounds with a triple on rough shooting from the field, 2 of 7 from the field. That sucks, man. I mean, who are we grabbing? I mean, yeah, you could grab Jose, but Jose's more of the backup guard. You're going to see more like Diawara, who's starting. He had 4 points and 2 rebounds with a block, 2 of 5 from the field in his 20 minutes. He may get a couple more minutes. OG's going to have a big role coming up. And maybe you might see like a little bit more of like Jordan Clarkson and Landry Shamet, which I don't know why you're seeing so much Landry Shamet. I don't think he's that good of a player, but Mike Brown likes him. Coach Brown likes him. Landry Shamet had 5 points and 3 assists in his 21 minutes, 1 triple, just 2 of 7 from the field. Ugh. Deeper league stuff. Jordan Clarkson had 11, 4, and 5. That's pretty solid in his 19 minutes, but I think he's more of a deeper league player too. He gave you a triple to go along with it on good percentages. Jalen Brunson just, oh man, he crapped the bed bad. 12, 4, and 4 with 2 steals, 4 of 20 from the field. Jeez, that's bad. 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Oh, this is a pair. They had him in jail. It was a bad game. You had 19 points and 2 assists from McCall Bridges. Not a bad shooting night. 7-16 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He gave you 3 triples, but the fall off has been real. He's been more like a top 60 guy than he has that like top 10 run that he was running early at the beginning of the season. I really, truly hope you did so high. With no Cat, we had Mitch Robb in the starting lineup. He had 4 points and 3 rebounds. These guys got obliterated. It's hard to read into any of this. It was all crap, and they got destroyed. And they lost Josh Hart. Like, what a game. We'll go ahead and check on the Pistons. I mean, nobody even really did a lot of anything. That's the crazy part. They just cooked these guys. Tobias Harris had 15 and 6, 3 triples, 45 from the field, 2 2 from the free throw line. Solid there. Isaiah Stewart had 15 and 3 with a steal. He started in place of Jalen Duren. Hopefully he's back in the next one. 1 triple, 6 7 from the field, 2 2 from the free throw line. You had 11, 5, and 7 from Kay Cunningham. He didn't really have to do much because the whole team was just smoking these guys. 1 triple, 4 11 from the field, 2 3 from the free throw line. Paul Reed had a nice game. 12, 6, and 4 still in the block. Yeah, that's good old Paul Reed. Love that. 1 triple, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 3 from the free throw line. Solid there. 18, 4, and 3 for Dennis Jenkins. Nice deeper league guy. His minutes usually sit there anyways, so it's not like he played extra minutes. He just was hot. He shot 64% from the field. Good. It looks good. It's not something you want to trust in more tall team formats, but deeper leagues, yeah, go ahead. I like that. Asar Thompson had 2 steals and 3 blocks and 3 rebounds in his 23 minutes. He's usually sitting there anyways at that mark. But his defense, man, he must have been smothering Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson looked like crap. Good stuff, Asar. Good stuff for these guys. I think they have like a personal vendetta because they got eliminated in the playoffs from these dudes. So they're always going to try a little extra hard when they play the Knicks. Good stuff from the Pistons. Still number 1 in the East. Love that. Good old Detroit basketball. Next game of the day. Dude, this is going to be rough. You're going to see a lot of L's from the Pacers. A ton of L's. They literally cannot afford to win any games. They are trying their hardest to get that top 1 through 4 protected pick next season. If it hits, though, man, and Holly comes back, oh, my God. Can you imagine if they get like AJ DeBansa? If they get like a Cam Boozer? These teams, man. They're plotting, but they're plotting good. They're plotting strong. Indiana Pacers lose 99-105 to the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks are going to try, dude. They're going to try. So you just got to hold these guys. Giannis is going to come back. They look like they're going to try for the plan. And honestly, the Bulls might be tanking. They might be able to get in too. We know Charlotte's going to make it, but honestly, the Bucks might make it too. We'll go ahead and check on what happened over here with the Pacers side. The starters are playing for now. Pascal Siakam, 19, 6, and 4, still in the block on 19 shots. Jeez, that's bad shooting. 1 triple, 4 of 8 from the field. He just destroyed everything. Oh my God, Pascal, this is not how you want to end the season. Andrew Nimhart, solid game though. 22, 2 and 8, 1 steal, 3 triples. Not his best shooting night. 6 of 17 from the field, but he did hit all his free throws. All 7 of them. That's dope. You had 12, 1 and 1 with 2 steals and 2 triples from Aaron Nesmith. Solid shooting, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 from the free throw line. He's getting minutes for now. I'm telling you, these guys are going to go in super tank mode. You had 5 points, 2 blocks, and a steal with 1 triple from Jay Huff. 1 of 4 from the field, 2 from the free throw line. You want to roster the guy, but do you? Like, I'm just being honest with you guys. These are the people we got to start looking at. I'm being serious. We have to like pivot our brain because we know what happens at All-Star break. These guys all of a sudden are like, oh man, we're crap. We're just going to go try and get a pick. Or the ones that are going to push, they're going to tighten in their rotations. They're going to start raising their minutes all the way up until April, and then it's time to go for that big playoff win, aka the NBA championship. So a lot of these teams, like these guys, we're going to see running from all type of people. Johnny Furphy got 31 minutes. That's probably going to be rest of season. 2 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 of 4 from the field. Keep an eye on him. It's not really eye popping right now, but like when you start seeing like, oh, Pascal Siakam randomly has a toe injury. Oh my God. Aaron Nesmith, his shoulder's hurting a little extra hard. Then yeah, we're gonna start using Furphy a lot more. Keep an eye on Cam Jones. That's more deeper league though. He only had 2 points in this one. Jarris Walker needs to be on rosters right now. 15, 9 and 1, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 triple, 67 from the field, 2 from the free throw line. Jarris Walker needs to be rostered at this exact moment. If he's sitting on your waiver wire, go grab him immediately. Tank specialist. These guys are here to tank. Micah Potter's going to randomly start getting more minutes. 8 points and 5 rebounds. You're going to see more of like Ethan Thompson when he plays. And you're going to see more of like Quentin Jackson when he's healthy. Like, it's just going to be a mess. Just be prepared for it. We'll go ahead and talk about the Bucks. The main 2 guys cooked. This is what you expect. Ryan Rollins, 22, 4 and 4, 4 triples. 9 and 19 from the field. Love that. Kevin Porter Jr., 23, 7 and 8, 3 steals. 50% from the field, 3 from the free throw line. Love that. Rosters, please. Like, they should have already been rostered. Interesting, you had Jericho Sims started, and dude, like, he grabbed every rebound on earth. 4 points, 15 boards, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Honestly, that's a good line. But I'm not trusting 31 minutes of Jericho Sims every night. The biggest thing here, we didn't have Kuzma. That's why that's there. He had 2 or 3 from the field, 1 from the free throw line. Miles Turner, 9 and 10. He grabbed the rebounds. What? But he didn't get any blocks. What happened? 2 assists, 1 triple, 4-10 from the field in his 26 minutes. Interesting that his minutes are low. He didn't have foul trouble. Something to keep an eye on. I've seen it a couple games too. That's something you want to keep an eye on. Adrian Green had 14, 3 and 2 with 4 triples, 5 14 from the field in his 36 minutes. Good old 3-point streamer. And yeah, Bobby Portis off the bench with a nice 21 and 6 and a rebound. 21 and 6 with an assist, 3 triples, 9 18 from the field. Those guys are going to be the main dudes. They're going to be the main dudes. And then Giannis comes back. Giannis is going to take that Jericho Sims slot. Kuzma, that means Kuzma move back to the bench. And they're off and rolling. And it's just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. If you wanted to get off the guards, KPJ and Ryan Rollins, you want to sell high. I understand. If you don't, like, that's good too, because they're gonna still do stuff, you know? They're just gonna take a hit, of course, when you got this high 30% plus usage dude coming in, putting up 30, 11, and 6, you know? But until then, just keep rolling, man. Good stuff from the Bucks. Just watch out for the Indiana mess, man. It's gonna be a mess the rest of the way. I promise it's gonna be really bad. New Orleans Pelicans, unlike the Indiana Pacers, these dudes don't have their pick. They have no reason to tank. But and surprisingly enough, they beat the Timberwolves 119-115. Wow. I didn't expect that. I was ready to say they lost. We'll go ahead and check on the Minnesota Timberwolves, see what happened over here. Main dudes, everyone's there in the lineup. No Ayo Dosunmu yet, but he should be back next game. Although, to be fair, he's probably going to be a bench role. I think it may be around that 26, 27 minute range. They're going to need the ball handling, and that's going to hurt people like a little bit like Dante, and it's going to take a lot off the top for Bones Highland. We can start with Bones Highland, who's like hooping. I don't know why Bones Highland is putting up so many numbers right now. 23 and 2 with the steal, 4 triples, 6-11 from the field, 4-4 from the free throw line. That's banger. That's 2 good games in a row, by the way. It's hard to trust. I think it's deeper league. Sure, you want to grab him, but in 12 teamers, the Sumu comes in, bye minutes, basically bye minutes. Dante DiVincenzo only played 25 minutes in this one. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 2 triples, 2 of 10 from the field. It's a rough shooting night. He's been rolling. He's been doing very well. No, I don't think he's going to start over Aldasumu, but I think he's going to take a little bit of usage off the top from DiVincenzo, and that's going to hurt. Nas Reed had 7, 3 and 3, 2 steals on the block, 1 triple, 3 of 9 shooting. Not his best shooting night. 25 minutes there. He'll be fine. Do not worry about Nas Reed. There's still a big enough role for him, especially can he kind of takes all the like bigs, like backup minutes and small forward backup minutes. He's like just the utility guy for them. And Edwards, huge game, 35 and 4 with 2 blocks, 5 triples. Oh my God. Do I see good free throw? Oh, finally. 11 of 22 from the field, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Thank you. And that's all we want, bro. That's all we want, man. Just make your free throws. Everything else is beautiful. And he's a first rounder this year. He's like like I said, he's like this year's Jason Tatum. That's dope. He had a nice monster game from Rudy Gobert. 12, 16, and 2 with 3 steals and 2 blocks. Not his best. Well, it was a weird shooting night, 5 of 12. But he did give you, of course, his patented bad free throws, 2 for there. But banger line overall. I love that. That's a big, just like robust line. You got plenty of defensive stats, good rebounds. I'll take that any day from good old Rudy Gobert. You had 24, 8, and 7 with the block from Julius Randle, 50% from the field there, 6-6 from the free throw line. Great percentages. He gave you a block. Must be Christmas. Good stuff there. And Jaden McDaniels, he had like a couple banger games and the slowdown hit. 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, no triples, 25 from the field, 25% that is, 2 from the free throw line. Just a bad game. He'll be better than that, but he wasn't going to be rolling how he was like 2-3 games back. I see why they lost, man. Sucks, man. It sucks. You want to check on the Pels. It's a good win for them, man. They be needing these wins. Talk about like people winning. What is this from Sadiq Bey? 39 and 5 with a steal? What? I had no clue that Sadiq Bey was just going to turn into like a prime like starter. I didn't see this coming. Just roster him. I don't even care. Just roster him. These minutes are like Herb's there. Like the minutes aren't going anywhere. He had 3 triples, took 21 shots. He took the most shots on the team. He took more shots than Zion and Trey Murphy. What in the world? And he had 7 of 7 from the free throw line. He needs to be rostered. He needs to be rostered. Zion Williamson, he had a nice scoring night, 29, 4 and 1. A little empty for his standards, but 11 of 13 from the field, banger efficiency, and 7 to 9 from the free throw line. That's not a bad night for him. That's a good game. Just little empty in the peripherals. Better game from good old Derek Queen. I just want to see the consistency and hope it sticks. And that's the thing. When he hoops, the team plays better as well. 17, 8 and 3 with the block, 4 triples. Wow, 4 at that. 6-11 from the field, 1-2 from the free throw line. Good. He's still a hold in 12-team leagues. It's just a bit annoying, but that's good. You see, when he's starting to play well, he gets all the minutes. And you see nothing of these Missy, and Missy had 15 minutes in this one. Makes total sense. Trey Murphy, 26, 6 and 5 with the block, 6 triples. He's on a triple heater right now. He's making up, though, for lost time because he had been crap for like a whole week and a half. And he was like, all right, I'm back, guys. Relax. 9 and 15 from the field, 2 from the free throw line. Welcome back, Trey Murphy. We love that. And you had 2, 4, and 5 with 3 steals. Mr. Steal Specialist himself, Herb Jones. This is a rough shooting night, although he took 4 shots, so it kind of doesn't hurt. 1 of 4 from the field from there. He's got 22 minutes. Maybe it was partial foul trouble, but like he's your just good old steal specialist who's just sitting on the waiver wire and use him when you need him. Jeremiah Fears had 2 points and 4 rebounds with the block in his 28 minutes. There's like plenty of room for him to work as a guard because they're not even. They traded away Jose Alvarado. They're not even looking at Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole's just dropped everywhere. Like no matter the format, you can drop Jordan Poole. But you would want to see Jeremiah Fears do more because, I mean, they need a point guard at some point to kind of regulate the offense. To be fair, they're going over Bryce McGowan's than they are on Jordan Poole. Bryce McGowan's had 11 points and 4 assists with 2 triples in his 27 minutes. That just sucks, man. I can't believe Jordan Poole's like all the way out of the lineup. You want more for Fears. You can roster him in 12-team leagues if you think he's going to do more. But if he's doing this, it's like, do you want to? Deeper leagues for sure. I would hold on to Fears and to see how it plays out rest of the season. Good win from them though. Wow. And it's really sad about Jordan Poole, man. What happened? We'll go ahead and check on the last two games. But before we do that, if you are watching on the Fantasy NBA Today feed with good old Doc and Brew, those legends, shout out to them. And you love what you see on the box score breakdown side with me and William Bill. Shout out to homie. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. Please like and subscribe. Follow wherever you are seeing this at, if it's Twitter, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, the Sports Ethos page. Just make sure you give us a like and keep on following us if you want all the action right after the games, Monday through Friday, all the trends, the drops, the ads, whatever's going on. We are here for you, and I hope to see you back because I like having you guys here. Two more games to go. Just a couple random notes, not even into these games. I hope you guys know that Anthony Davis pretty much got ruled out for the rest of the season. You can drop Anthony Davis. Trae Young has not, but like, what are we doing? Ivica Zubac all of a sudden has a random ankle injury. I don't know if you guys saw that. Rick Carlisle had mentioned, I saw a reporter, I do not remember the reporter's name on the top of my head, but he said, we're going to take some time with him. He's got a little bit of a sore ankle right now. No, he doesn't. We know what you're doing. His ankle's totally fine. So Zoo's going to be quite a little bit of a liability going down the stretch. If you wanted to drop him, sure. If you want to kind of wait and see, sure. It's like I said, we talked about Indiana earlier. It's going to be a bit of a mess. We'll talk about the next game of the day. The Portland Trailblazers. Oh, somebody came back. Somebody that I didn't even think existed. They win it 135-115 over the Memphis Grizzlies. We'll go ahead and talk about the Grizzlies first before we get into the Portland Trailblazers. That we have a little bit of surprise over there. Everyone kind of did a little bit of everything. The people that stayed in the starting lineup we thought would. G.G. Jackson stayed in the starting lineup. That's good. Jalen Wells is there. Cedric Howard's there. Scottie Pippen returned for the season. He's probably not playing the back-to-back tomorrow, and that's why Ty Jerome sat, because he's probably going to play tomorrow, which we'll talk about is a little bit interesting how these minutes play out. We'll start with Scottie Pippen, 13, 3, and 6 with a steal, 1 triple, 4 of 8 from the field, 4 4 from the free throw line. I would love to roster him in deeper leagues, and you can kind of take a shot on him on 12-team leagues, but dude, this guard rotation is going to get really muddy really fast. You had 11 and 8 with 1 assist and 3 steals from Cedric Howard. I just want to see more from him. You know, the minutes are kind of everywhere. 5-8 from the field. You would hope he would do some more down the stretch. I think he does need to be rostered in 12-team leagues. It's just like a little frustrating. Like, bro, do a little bit more. Please. They had Olivier Maxence Prosper start. That's crazy. Is there center not there? Oh, they didn't go with Taylor Hendricks. Yeah, they didn't start Taylor Hendricks. And they don't have Santi Aldama because he's hurt. They don't have options. He had 13, 6, and 2. I think he's more of a deeper league play if you want to grab him. Rough shooting. He took 13 shots and made 3 of them. But he did give you 2 triples and 5 or 6 on the free throw line. Interesting. Like I said, I think he's more deeper league at the moment. I mean, unless Santi Aldama just disappears from the face of the earth, I'm pretty sure you could rule out Zach Edey rest of the season, just so you know. Yeah, I think that's cooked too. And you're going to be using either Santi or maybe him, which is interesting. G.G. Jackson, I think he needs to be on rosters right now. 15, 3, and 2, a steal, a block, 3 triples, 4 of 8 from the field. He hit all his 4 for his free throws. That's even better. Yeah, he needs to be rostered right now. I think 12-team leagues, we're going to be rocking with good old GG down the stretch. And he looks a lot better than he did in the past. A lot better at team ball, too. You had 13, 3, and 4 with the block from Jalen Wells, 2 triples, 5 of 11 from the field, but 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Oh, God. I'm not a fan of roster him in 12-team leagues. He's more deeper league play, but, dude, make your free throws, please. To the bench, yeah, some guys make some appearances. Yeah, Taylor Hendricks, 5 points, 5 rebounds with a steal, 1 triple, 20 minutes. I don't know if he's going to even raise over that because guess who's not here? Santi Aldama. It's going to be rough rolling. I think you want to only have Taylor Hendricks in deeper leagues. Cam Spencer, he like holds on, but barely, dude. 18 and 5 with 2 steals and a block. That's 5 assists, by the way. 2 triples, crazy out shooting. I wish he could like find a way to be in the middle. 7-8 from the field, 2-2 from the free throw line. Guess who's going to show up next game? Ty Jerome. That means Scottie Pippen's going to rest. Sure. But what happens when all 3 of them are there? The person that's going to lose a lot, I really think, is going to be Cam Spencer. So you can roster him for now, but that train's got to stop soon, very soon. Walter Clayton even got 22 minutes in this one. 11, 3, and 4 with a steal, 1 triple, 5, 11 from the field. That's solid. More of a deeper league guy. Maybe he gets some extra run because he is kind of like the new young guard, although he's a little bit of an older prospect down the rest of the season. But right now, I think it's more deeper league. And Jamal Mashback even got 20 minutes. They just kind of gave everybody a little bit of everything. They're just like testing waters. feel like Isolos is like, we're gonna see what happens. The OGs didn't play. Kyle Anderson did not play. KCP got rested. Yeah, we're at that time. With Ja Morant not being traded. I don't know if he comes back this season. He may make an appearance just to make an appearance, but I think this team is not looking to go anywhere. They are doing the whole let's go or actually rebuild thing because they got a ton of picks now. So they're going to try and do it the right way. They seem to want to have Morant be there for the future. They're going to trust Morant the long term. I guess they mended whatever was going on in the background. We're up to say we'll play this season. If he comes back, oh dude, the guard rotation's cooked. I don't even know. You're not going to be a roster Ty Jerome or any of these guys. This is going to be rough. But I don't expect him to be there that long. That's the only thing. We're going to check on the Portland Trailblazers. And yes, oh my God, Scoot Henderson exists. 11-5 with 9 dimes and a steal, 2 triples, 40% from the field, 1 and 2 from the free throw line in 21 minutes. Wow. If you wanted to try and go grab him and see what happens, sure. He's not going to play tomorrow, just so you know that, by the way. A lot of these guys aren't. You're not going to probably see Drew Holiday play tomorrow either. Jeremy Grant, maybe. You might see him play tomorrow. I think his minutes are a little higher. He may get a chance for that. Or Denny Abdi could play tomorrow. We don't know. But Scoot to not. If you want to kind of take a speculative add on and 12-team link, sure, I understand. The only thing is Denny's still not playing. But unfortunately, Shaedon Sharpe got hurt. And we're at the point of when people get hurt at this point, they're probably wrestling until after the All-Star break. So we're probably not going to see him for another week or two to deal with that calf strain. They'll let it rest and he'll come back. It's going to be, man, these guys are going to be squeezed. Look at this. You can see the shot distribution if you're looking at the screen, if you're watching this live. 10 shots for Scoot, 12 shots for Drew, 10 shots for Klingon, 15 shots for Jeremy Grant, 11 shots for Kamara. You still got Denny. It's going to be rough for all these dudes if they're all healthy. So everyone's going to kind of take a hit in value. And, of course, I think your main guys, I think Klingon, because he's a center, he's going to be fine. Denny's probably going to be fine when he's rolling. Kamara doesn't need a lot of shots. He just needs to make them, It's going to be a little rough for everybody. We're going to talk about the rest of the cast. Nice. I love this game from Drew Holiday. 25-7 with 2 steals, 1 triple, 50% from the field on 12 shots, 7-7 from the free throw line. That's why we drafted this man. And now Scoot's here. So I wonder how that all plays out. You had Donovan Klingon, 13-17. Nice big double-double. 60% from the field, 1-1 for the free throw line. No blocks, but hey, that's still good. I'll take that. Jeremy Grant, 23, 2-2, still in the block, 3 triples. Oh, this is a good game. 8-15 from the field, 4 from the free throw line. That's really good. I love that. Toumani Camara, 15, 4-3 with the steal, 3 triples, 6-11 from the field. Yes, you can roster Toumani Camara again. He's actually, this is what we wanted all season. This is all we asked for, bro. We don't ask for a lot in life. Camara, this is all we wanted. We'll check on the rest of these guys. Robert Williams off the bench. I honestly, if you want a sneaky center who just falls into value, I swear you can go grab Robert Williams. The Time Lord is still the Time Lord. 13-7 with 2 assists and 3 blocks. He shot another triple. He shot 100% from the field. Masterpiece of a game. Rick Krejci's getting about 23 minutes. I don't know if that rises. 11 points and an assist, and with 2 triples in his 23 minutes. Sidi Sissoko is going to start getting a little bit more time with no Shaedon Sharpe unless we get Denny back. 9, 2 assists, 2 steals, a block, 1 triple, 50% from the field, 2-2 from the free throw line. He's more of a deeper league guy at best, though. Like I said, it's going to get rough. It's going to be a little crowded, and we're just going to see out the playoffs. I think the big guys that I mentioned, like Klingon, Abdi if he plays, Kamara, they're going to be fine. Drew's probably going to be still getting a bulk of the minutes. Jeremy Grant's going to get shots because it's Jeremy Grant. But everyone's going to do a little less. Last game of the day. We need to see some things in this one, too. The Clippers win at 114-111 over the Sacramento Kings. At home, the Kings lost. The Kings have a back-to-back tomorrow. We did not see Domantas Sabonis. He sat out for a back injury. He'll probably play tomorrow. I think so. I'm not sure who they play, but I think he will be there available for the next game. They are these guys are starting to tank, man. It's here. It is here, folks. DeMar DeRozan, who was just getting crazy 36 minutes, getting all these shots. DeMar DeRozan took 3 shots. He played 20 minutes. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals in the block. I mean, for 20 minutes, that's cool. 3 or 4 from the free throw line, but it's going downhill. You had 24 minutes from DeAndre Hunter. He had 6 points and a rebound. I hope you're not rostering him. Please don't. He got hurt, by the way. Just don't roster him. You had 18 minutes out of Zach LaVine. Oh my God. I think the only case I can make is why these guys might play more minutes is if the game is like if they're getting washed and they may play more minutes because they're just getting washed. But this is gonna be the life of the Kings, man. The Kings, I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct, I'm gonna look while we're here. We have time. We're on the last game. NBA standings. You guys can see my screen. Do. NBA standings. Do. Yes, they're last. These guys, if you're watching, these guys are last. They're gonna try their hardest to fight for a draft pick. Their absolute hardest to fight for a draft pick. A lot of these times, these guys aren't gonna play, man. You just gotta kind of live with it. If you can get off of them, get off of them now. Russell Westbrook, 19 minutes, 20 approximately, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 away from the field, 2-3 from the free throw line. Guys, we know what time of year it is. I told you, All-Star break, team start assessing. They're not going anywhere. It's all tank season is fully on. Maxime Reynolds going to be interesting. That makes Domantas Sabonis interesting. How much is he going to play down the stretch? Reynolds had 12 and 5 with assists and 2 steals, 6 away from the field. Although I'd rather have Dylan Cardwell 31 minutes, 14 and 14 assists, a steal, 2 blocks. I hope you grabbed him. I talked about him a couple times. I hope you grabbed him. I hope you grabbed him. I hope. He is going to be getting plenty of run. He just signed a real contract. They're going to play him more. And they like him more. He's a better rim protector than Maxime Reynolds. He has more energy. Reynolds can kind of do a little bit more of the spacing thing. They're probably going to run them both out at sometimes, like a double big lineup. I'd still rather have Cardwell over Reynolds. Nick Clifford's going to get more time on the stretch. We're here. 16, 2 and 2, 2 steals on the block, 2 triples. I love it because you can get the defensive stats. 5-12 from the field, 4-4 from the free throw line. Don't be afraid to look his way. Deeper leagues, you got to start looking at Devin Carter. 14, 4 and 4, a steal, 6-14 from the field, 2 or 3 from the free throw line. All the youngins are going to get their time. I'm surprised Malik Monk got 22 minutes, 18, 2 and 2 with a steal, 6 triples. Nice. That's pretty solid. 6-13 from the field. I don't know if we could trust it long term. I would start looking more, like I said, Nick Clifford, Reynolds. You're going to look at Devin Carter more. Maybe Daquan Plowden. I probably wouldn't know. He didn't really do much. 8 points and 2 triples in his 14 minutes. But a lot of those younger guys are going to start getting run. We're just at that point in the season. We'll go ahead and check on the Clippers and see what happened over here. Kawhi Leonard, masterclass, 31-9-7, 2 steals, 1 triple, 47 from the field, 12-12 from the free throw line. Welcome back. John Collins, 22-7-1, 2 blocks, 1 triple, 8-12 from the field, 5-5 from the free throw line. Banging. These guys are going to just have so much to do. They said Darius Garland's at least out 2 more games. Honestly, probably after All-Star break. We'll just be honest. It's no reason to bring them back that early. I think these guys will be okay. They're going to have to just try and stay afloat. Garland's going to help a lot because Garland's not James Harden, but Garland's a good point guard when he's healthy. He's going to help right the ship a lot over here. We had a little bit news on the center situation, although Ijax is not there yet, just so you know. Brook Lopez got most of the minutes, and that's mostly, I think so, because Yannick got sick, and he only played 5 minutes. He ended with 2 points. If you want to, I would hold. I mean, he got sick, man. You can't be like, oh, I'm just going to drop this dude because it didn't work out. But if you grab Brook Lopez, you got to be happy with this. 15-9-2, 1 steal, 3 blocks, 2 triples, 5-12 from the field, 3-4 from the free throw line. That's Milwaukee. Brook Lopez. That's nice. That's a good game. Like I said, we'll see a little bit more of it. We still got Ajax has to come in. I don't know what happens. I honestly, to be for real with you, I didn't grab any of them because I was just like, what if it's just like they all cannibalize each other and then they're like playing like 20 minutes and da 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 da. I would think that they would try and get more of Yannick in because he's their young future. Brook is the OG and he knows what to do. He's getting the start right now. I'd roll with him until then. Ajax, dude, you're flipping a coin. I'm going to be honest. You pick Ajax up, you're really just flipping a coin and see what happens. But they may not all play, and they got to figure out how to do so. Chris Dunn getting big minutes. Definitely want to have him on rosters right now. 15, 1 and 5, 2 triples, 4-7 from the field, 5-7 from the free throw line. More so, like we're just waiting on Darius Garland to get back, and he's going to be the point guard for the interim. And off the bench, you didn't really get much of anything. You can kind of like roster Jordan Miller. I think he's more of a deeper league guy though. 7-3-2 with a steal. He's getting about 24 minutes. They're not usually putting him over that. So I think he's more so a deeper league guy at best. We're just waiting on Garland to get back. We want to see what the center situation looks like when we have the whole three-headed snake. And they're going to try and push for the play-in as much as possible too. So we'll see how that goes. But that is it for me today. Nice 35 minutes. I got you guys in and out. Thank you guys, of course, for watching another episode of Box Score Breakdown presented by FanDuel. I hope you guys are continuing your matchups. It's going to get a little messy because All-Star break's coming around. And then, like you said, teams are going to start pivoting either towards a championship or they're going to pivot the other way and go towards tanking. So you just got to be ready to pivot. I mentioned a couple names from the teams like the Kings, the Pacers. You're going to start looking at those teams. The Utah Jazz, although I spoke about it if you got a chance to watch the trade deadline show, they're going to kind of float in the middle somehow. So you're going to get a little bit more value out of the rest of those guys, but it's going to be a mess coming up. Or if you got guys that are competing on competitive rosters, keep rolling them out with confidence. Once again, I'm your host, Tim Woodson. I am looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Seahawks. I'm not a Pats fan. I just don't like the Pats, so go Seahawks. And I will see you all very soon. Have a good one.